Today is Thursday, the 28th of May, and we are reading from day 148 of the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. Day 148, the Avanim, weight of the balance. The teacher led me into a chamber he had never shown me before. It was illuminated by the light of oil lamps and filled with round stones of varying sizes. We sat down by a small table. He opened up a cloth bag filled with small stones and poured them out onto the tabletop. They were round and light in color, and each was engraved with what appeared to be ancient letters. "What are they?" I asked. "They are the Avanim," he said, "the weight of the balance. And this is the chamber of measures." These were the measures and standards used in ancient times to determine values, weights, and quantities. He then took out a second bag and emptied its contents on the table. "These look the same as the others, but they're not. These are false measures, altered weights. The inscriptions have been changed so that they no longer match the weight of the stone. This one, for example, says shekel, but it weighs less than a shekel. It would be used by a corrupt merchant to make an item appear to be heavier or greater than it was. The merchant had redefined the measure to conform it to his will and want." He picked up one of the other stones, then continued. "Altered weights not only concern merchants, but corrupt civilizations. When a civilization redefines its values, when it changes the meanings and definitions of reality away from God and away from the created order, when it alters the measures of morality, of right and wrong to conform them to its will and desires, it is dealing in altered weights, false measures, deceptive balances. It is turning the objective into the subjective and man into God." At that, he emptied another bag of weights onto the table and began reading their inscriptions. "This one says good, and on the other side, evil. This one says life, and on the other side, death. Idol, and on the other side, God. Male and female, sacred and profane. This one says marriage. And this one says child in the womb. They've all become altered weights, false measures, changed values, signs of corruption." So, how do you escape the corruption of altered weights? Never bend the truth to fit your will. Bend your will to fit the truth. Never alter the word of God or conform God to your image. Alter your ways to the word of God and conform your life to the image of God. Beware of false standards and stay far from altered weights. The mission: conform today your will to the truth, your ways to the word of God, and your life to the image of God. Uphold the weights of the balance. And we are reading from Proverbs 11, verse 1, Proverbs 16, verse 11, and Isaiah 5, verse 20. May the grace and peace of God be with you.